Hello guys, tjunfisk here, yet with another plane video. Now I bought the early access through Origin because I didn't have the patience to wait for the full game, and if I did not buy it, I would not make this video. Now I had enough playtime to feel the difference of the planes compared to the video, and I'm honest, there are some pretty nasty stuff happening in the sky at the moment. Before I get into the planes, I want to say that Battlefield 1 release is much better than Battlefield 4 release. It's not as buggy and unplayable as Battlefield 4 was, so Battlefield 1 is in a really good start. I enjoy the game itself because it's different compared to what I usually play, and you still got that Battlefield feeling. As you guys saw in my previous videos, Tank Hunter Shell looked promising and it was a ton of fun. You could one-shot planes and get some nasty montage shots. The bomber plane was a two-shot kill, but the other planes were most likely to die in one bullet. Also, infantry suffered a one-shot hit and if the shell exploded close enough. Now I do understand DICE making changes towards it, since it was a tiny bit overpowered. But I think DICE overdid it and nerfed it too heavily. Today Tank Hunter Shell is far from what it was in the beta. Point number 1. The Tank Hunter Shell kills an attack plane in 3 shots instead of 1. Point number 2. Not even the fighter planes get one-shotted. You actually need at least 2 bullets to kill. Third. The bomber can take up to 3 to 4 direct hits and gives the bomber gunner a lot of time to shoot back. 4. Infantry dies in one shot if you get a direct hit on the body. The splash damage only do about 65 damage instead of 100 on the beta when hit close to the target. But 5. The bombs stays the same. Now, in my opinion, the changes are too heavy and this will make the Tank Hunter Shell die out. People will figure out that the ground support loadout will do them so much more than the nerfed Tank Hunter. The ground support loadout stays the same. This gameplay gives you some ideas on how powerful it is and why this is your choice for the attack plane. Why do I pick the ground support over the Tank Hunter? First, greater amount of damage versus infantries. Second, easier point to aim with the machine gun. 3. 8 bombshells with good splash damage can rip a whole squad apart. 4. Spotting flare, spotting inf within the area. Damage conclusion to attack plane is simple. Tank Hunter is heavily nerfed, so I won't use it. You kill pretty much everything faster with the ground support than with the Tank Hunter. The only thing Tank Hunter succeeded is versus tanks and light armor. The damage are the same as in the beta, you one-shot cars and deal 30 plus damage on light tanks. The bombs are also better versus vehicles and hit infantry harder but in a small area, which make me like the ground support bombs more. Big area, good splash damage. Now, they haven't only changed the Tank Hunter in the sky. Remember the machine gun in the back of the bomber plane and the attack plane in the beta. If you tried it, it was very hard to make use for it versus other planes. I can agree that the machine gun was a bit too ineffective, but DICE changed it for the full game and now it's even stronger than a nose cannon, which is something I do not like. It's not even logical. I've experienced it and here is an example when I'm behind a bomber plane versus only the rare machine gun. Have a look. As you guys can see, you can get shot down in less than 2 seconds, but the nose cannon can't shoot down a plane in less than 7 seconds, which makes this changes everything plane versus plane. The logic behind air-to-air combat is to get behind the enemy in order to shoot him down, right? I know some of you may say, well, try dive or surprise the enemy plane. Yes, that is a really good option if you aren't spotted. I talk about a dogfight when the enemy plane are in the battle with you and that sneak attacks are out of the question. Well, the Battlefield 1 logic is getting the enemy plane on your 6 in order to have a better chance of shooting them down. Your firepower towards planes are greater with your rear gun than on your nose cannon, even though the nose cannon is much larger in millimeter. This is something I really want DICE to look into, because it's simply unfair. Imagine being in a dogfight, you make a really nice move to get behind the enemy's tail. What awards you get? What feels like a battleship cannon shooting 5 rounds per second on your face and you get killed within a second if the gunner knows how to aim. This shouldn't be this way. The nose cannon should be able to outdamage the small machine gun in the back. I have yet to test out the fighter plane to the fullest, but as I stated in the last topic, you can just imagine how much the fighter plane will suffer versus the rare machine gun in the both back of the bomber and the attack plane. So the fighter plane are in a really bad spot at this time, since all the fighter plane can do is outmaneuver the other plane to get behind their 6, only to get shit on by even greater damage source in the back of the planes. Now what counters the planes are also extremely powerful. Let me give you a heads up how the counter to the planes are performing. The AA is powerful. I think they even buffed the wrench, but the damage output is not my main issue with the AA. It's the placement they have on each map. Foul Fortress is a small map but contains 4 AAs and 1 plane. St. Quentin Scar have 7 for each flag and 2 in the main base for each team, making AA control every single inch around the map. I don't complain for my own good, but for new pilots. New players won't be able to have a lot of fun since they have no experience in counter their weakness. I've been playing around with what you can do against the AA, and I'm still working on it. Like I say, you can always adapt, and Battlefield 1 is more of a team game than any other. As a pilot you rely on your teammates more than ever. If they control the AA spawns, you control the air. Also, I need to point out the massive netcode lag the planes are having in the current state. This was not an issue in the beta, so I don't know how DICE could have made it a lot worse when it comes to air-to-air combat. What I mean by this is the plane's teleport or the game doesn't recognize the plane's movement for a second, making the plane go from point A to point B in an instant. It makes the dogfight a lot harder and very unrealistic, and this needs to be sorted as soon as possible because it destroys the fun in air-to-air combat by a large amount. Also, the last thing I will mention is the rear cam. You have been hearing this over the past few commentaries and it's still a topic on my videos. Now, when I get the game on the 18th, I wanted to try out the pilot campaign and notice something. And I don't know if I want to cry or laugh, but the rear cam is actually in single player. Isn't that ironic? If I'm correct, probably no one said anything about rear cam in single player because no one even knew it would be a pilot type of campaign anyway. Still, people ask to get the rear cam in multiplayer, but DICE probably do not care. I can't see any bad thing about having another camera into a vehicle. It's not like you need to use it, it's there to satisfy more players. It's stupid to see something you want in multiplayer to be implemented to single player, where people probably only play that side of the campaign one time. Since the rear cam is already in the game files, I don't see it being a hard thing to get into the multiplayer. Let's just hope DICE noticed the improvement to air combat with a new camera. A full conclusion to this video is the tank hunter is heavily nerfed. Ground support loaded is the way to go on attack plane at this time. Fighter planes are in a really bad place at the moment and gets countered by the rear gun in each plane. It also lacks damage towards ground, and the only thing that makes the fighter plane decent is the rocket pod against planes without the rear gun, which is rare. The rear gun on attack plane and bomber plane is extremely powerful. The damage can be compared to the AA and can take you out in less than 2 seconds. The AA placements are very powerful. Maybe 2 or 3 A's in each map, making the pilots have some breathing room. Also, get the rear camera from single player to multiplayer, please. This was today's video and I hope you guys enjoy it. Leave a follow on my Twitch channel for live commentaries and gameplay. Like and comment on this video and I'll see you in the next video. Tutorial are in the making, catch you guys next time, peace.